Tuesday evening live, where we begin to simplify the complex processes of UK qualification. And I'm pretty excited about what I'm presenting to you right now because we've got less than 12 months. Yep, less than a year. Definitely. I want to welcome you, beautiful family, all over the world, wherever you're watching from. Those of you on LinkedIn, I say hi. On YouTube, a big thumbs up to you. Those of you on Facebook, I say welcome, welcome. And as you come in, I want you to just drop in the comments below where you're watching from, where you are in the process, and more importantly, if you have any questions, feel free to drop it below, because Tuesday lives are all about making progress, getting clarity. Awesome, awesome. Now, I want to welcome you all to my life. My name is Dr. Adeze Cosmos. I am the CEO of ACN Academy, where we do nothing else but help you qualify in the UK with confidence and clarity. And today I'm going to be going through some things that you can be doing, you should be doing right now in order to get the momentum going. Somebody put in the comments below momentum. Somebody say momentum. That's what we're talking about. Awesome, awesome. Great stuff. So I'm going to be looking at my notes as I go through the session today. We've got round about 30 minutes. Okay. But if you have any questions, I want you to pop it in the comments below. Be kind enough to share. Yes. Be kind enough to share. Somebody tag someone in the group. Those of you in ACN support family Facebook group. Hi. I welcome you to the live. Wherever you're watching from, I say a big welcome, welcome, welcome. Good. So today we are really serious about what I'm talking about this season. And I'm talking about it because of the discussions that I'm having with so many people, and they are busy, thinking about this UK qualification. Some of you have done your self-assessment and you've kept your forms in there and it's just picking up dust. No. We need to bring it out and dust it out, and we need to get going. Because one thing I know is that you can know something, yes, if you don't act on it, then what's the benefit? By September 2026, when everything changes, somebody's going to look left, look right, and say, oh my God, what did I do to myself? I missed that opportunity. So I don't want anyone in my space to miss the opportunity that is available for you to go through what we know as a simplified process, qualify here in the UK, especially if that is your dream. So I'm only talking to those that this is their dream. Do you get what I mean? Good. Right. So now we're going to get started. And this is going to be in 3 parts. One thing I'd like you to know, though, is I remember somebody reaching out to me, and I just said to the person said, oh yeah, you know, this UK qualification thing. Yeah, I got your, what did he say? I got your contact. Yeah, I got your contact. And it seems you do this thing. Yeah, I just want to see. Yeah, let me just see how it works. And I said, no. You don't see how it works. Those that are able to qualify and become practicing opticians in the United Kingdom, they are thriving, are those that they didn't come in to try. They actually said, this is what I want, and I'm going to go for it, and nothing's going to stop me. I'm not going to stop me. Nothing around me is going to stop me. I'm going to take it serious. And the reason for which I'm speaking like this, for some of you listening to me right now, you may not know that UK qualification is not a joke. Yes, it's not for babies. It's for adults. It's for optometrists that really want more for themselves. It's for optometrists that really want more for their profession. It's for optometrists that even want more for their families. That is why I moved from Nigeria to the UK. That is why when I was in the UK for 2 years, I wanted to get into the consulting because I did not want to be in the in on the shop floor as an optical assistant. I did not want to continue as a healthcare assistant in Basildon Hospital here in Essex. No, I wanted to be a profession because then I know I can do more for my family. I can be more for my children. I can be more for my generation. Do you get what I mean? But when I took that decision, I had to get serious. Yeah. Some people I know keep shying away, but I know that after the session today, something's going to change and you're going to make progress. Okay. So, whilst you're here right now, I want to say a big hi to you. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below where you are watching from. All right. Good. Now, as we know, less than a year, the changes are going to start happening, and the UK qualification process is going to be different. We know that we're going into a bridging program and all. And I would say that anyone that really wants to qualify, this is your season. And that's why I'm talking about it. I do not want you by this time, 2026, to say, if I had known. Oh my God. And she used to talk about that thing, and I didn't even understand what she was saying. Now I understand. I wish I had known, especially if you are an optometrist and you are in the UK right now. You don't want to wait till that time. You want to take advantage of things that are happening here and now. All right, now I'm just going to break this down in this quick live stream. Just going to be going through a 3-step roadmap. It's not the roadmap that I always talk about. This is not about application, documentation, and GOC interview. It's just something different. So it's about what to prepare internally, and I'm really going to dwell on that, and then what to do practically and what to do next to move forward. So let's just start about the internal preparation. The internal preparation, things that need to happen in order to move. I want to say hi to some people. Let me see if I have anything in the comments below, because I can see that you're all here. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's see. I like that. Christopher says momentum from resting potential. Good evening, I'm streaming from Nigeria. Hello, Victor. Nice to see you. Nice to see you all. Thank you so much for coming in. Exactly. Momentum from resting potential. You don't want to wake up this time next year and you're thinking, what have I missed? Had I known? No, I don't want to hear no, had I known. I remember when my son, as he was going through his secondary school and all that, and I say to him, you just need to do what you need to do right now, because when results comes out, I don't want to know if I had. And that's the same thing I'm saying to you. I don't want to hear if I had. I always hear, people coming into my space and oh my God, if I had met you before now, oh dear, I should have started this thing, 3 years ago. Oh, wow. I've been following you for these years. And hence, I'm going to talk to you about some things that you may not even know that is holding you back. But I hope that you get that clarity today. Right, let's get going. So, for you to actually take the ball by the horn and get into the space where you're on your journey to UK qualification, something has to change about your emotion and something has to change about your mindset. So, number one, stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time will never happen. Oh, yes, mom's in the house. I just had a baby. I'm just waiting for the baby to stop breastfeeding and then I'll start. Once the baby starts breastfeeding, there's something else that's going to come up. Oh, yes, I'm waiting for, I don't know, the excuses that you may be giving yourself. Well, I know a lot of people say to me, well, I'm just waiting to see that I can get the required banding for IELTS and then I will start. And as I'm chatting up these people, it's a year gone by and they haven't still conquered IELTS and they haven't started. What am I trying to say? You need to stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is right now. Because as I'm speaking to you, you literally have on average 9 to 10 months to get this sorted. Yeah, there's no time. But the thing is, if you, one thing I'm going to teach you today is how to reframe things that you can say to your situation, and it becomes an action momentum. I like that word Christopher used, action momentum word, rather than a sitting down. Let me just sit down and wait. Okay, I'm just going to wait for me to finish my 12 months on supervised practice. No, you don't do that. Once you know, you're listening to me right now, UK qualification, what you want to do. The only people that I know that even as much as you may want to pick up momentum and start doing something, the only people that I know that cannot do anything are those that are still in like their supervised year, or newly qualified optometrists. There's nothing to do, because by the time the whole system changes, you won't even be ready for that, for the qualification process. So there's literally nothing for you to do. But if you are in your unsupervised practice, you're 6 months in, 9 months in, you do not say, I'm going to wait till I finish. No, because by the time you finish, you should be handing in your application form ready for the interview, ready to get going. So stop waiting for the perfect time, because it will never come. Yeah. The perfect time will never come. There will never be enough time. There's never going to be enough money. I'm just waiting for me to hit that lottery, waiting to be lucky in the lottery, waiting for that promotion, waiting for that equipment they said they're going to buy here. No. It does not work. Once you say you are ready and you start, every single thing begins to fall in place. It's a spiritual law that I can't even explain. Everything you need is just waiting for you to be settled and get started. Once you find out that, oh, I didn't know there was money there. Okay. I didn't even know I have this much time. Okay. I didn't even know my brain was so intelligent to take in these concepts. Okay. But only when you start, that's when everything begins to fall in place. Number 2, you need to overcome the fear of failure. The fear of failure is keeping so many international optometrists from their dream. I really want to do this thing. I see my colleagues over there. Even the lady talking to me, she's an international. She's in the UK talking to us about all these things, but I don't think I can do it. I don't think my brain is enough for it to, I know how many times I took this particular binocular vision module in university. I barely passed. I don't think I can do it. Actually, there is this particular person, Mr. White. He was the person that got first class in our uni. He used to tell us about, explain concepts to us. He went into the GOC interview and he came out with 4 adaptations. He's got a bill of £13,000. He can't even pay. He can't even study. How am I supposed to then go in and do well? You need to overcome the fear of failure. Many people delay because they've seen others struggle or even fail, and then they've taken that on upon themselves and allowed fear. There's so many things about this fear, like, am I going to lose all my money? Is it worth it? People will think that I've tried and then I've failed. I don't even want to tell my family, because if I tell them and then I fail, why are you projecting failure? I wanted to say failness. Why are you projecting failure? Why can't you be that person and believe in yourself that you have the grace? And I want to say to you, come on, Dr. Cosmos, why should you go and fail? You heard me say it. When you know Dr. Cosmos, you know ACN Academy, why would you go and fail? You need to overcome the fear of failure, because that is a big, it's big. If you don't, I want to say here that if you don't overcome that fear of failure, the fear of failure is going to stop you, because you can go through all the phases. And once you get into that interview hall, maybe they start speaking and you don't understand the first thing they've said. fear comes. Oh, I told you, you're going to fail. And then you just like everything, just like, it's not your portion. Not your portion at all. So we need to overcome that. Now, let's move on. Keep moving. Number 3, decision over intention. There is a big difference between I wish I could qualify in the UK. I wish I could move from this healthcare assistant role into the consulting room. I wish I could leave the ophthalmic technician, the optical assistant, the cleaner, the teacher, the whatever, and become a UK qualified optometrist too. I have decided, Yagabada, I have decided that by this time, 2026, I will qualify. I'll qualify. I have decided I am going out of my own way. Nothing is going to stop me because this is what I want. I'm going for it. I'm qualified anyway, because once you are qualified outside the United Kingdom or Switzerland, you are the international optom that they want to see practicing here in the UK. So you have to make that decision. And let me just say this. If you are pursuing UK qualification, before you start pursuing, make sure that it's really what you want. There's no need of maybe like you're looking into Canada and then the next week you are in Australia, and then it's America, and then it's this, and then it's Canada, and then no. You have to be focused. If it's UK you want, absolutely go for it. If it's Canada you want, be very focused and go for it. Because anything you don't make happen for yourself right now, especially in the UK space, when the opportunity just shifts, you just, maybe when people are talking, you may not even want to talk. Like, yeah, you just be saying to yourself, well, I heard that lady always popping up, always talking about all these things, but I didn't do it. No. You just have to make a decision. It's not about, I've got a good intention, I'm going to see. No. I've decided that this is what I want to do. And what I tell you is what I do in my life. I make decisions about what I'm doing next. This is what I'm going to do, and I show up. I came back from work today, really tired and all, but I had decided that every Tuesday I'm going to go live. I'm going to be answering questions for international optometrists, teaching and doing things. This is what I've decided I'm doing, and I'm going to do it all the same. As far as I'm breathing and I'm not sick. Yeah? So, number 4, the mindset of ownership. Yeah? You need to take full responsibility of your progress. Full responsibility of your progress. Full responsibility of your progress rather than waiting for something to happen. I'm going to wait. That person said that he's going to do this for me. No. I'm going to take full responsibility of my progress. I will take full responsibility of my time, the type of jobs I'm doing, the type of, like social gatherings I'm going to. I'm taking full responsibility because I have a goal. And until I achieve this goal, every other thing can be stand still. All right, let's move on. Number 5. Got 1 or 2 more minutes. Number 5, faith and vision. I would be deceiving anyone if I sit here and say that just go for it, it's going to be good, keep going. No. You need to trust that your desire to be a UK qualified optometrist is not just a worldly per se, a fantasy desire. There is a reason. And you need to trust that it's God that has put that dream in your heart. And if He has put that dream in your heart, you have to have faith that He's going to lead you through, that He's going to provide for you. It's going to give you the wisdom, the knowledge, the information, the transformation you need to excel. Anyone I know, the people that I've worked with really closely, those that I know that are thriving are those that have really held firm to their faith, trusting in God. Everyone has a God, isn't it? You serve God. You know who you serve. You know. You know who you serve. You know how you're going about it. But you can't honestly go on this journey just empty. I never went empty. Nah. I carried my Jesus with me. Definitely. I carried the Lord with me. Before I study, I will pray, Holy Spirit, reveal to me. As I'm going about my business, Holy Spirit, open the door. Even when I went to the bank for a loan, for tutorials, Holy Ghost, give me wisdom. Some people may say, what is she talking about? But I'm telling you, one thing I know in this space is I can only tell you what I've done, what I did, what works, what is working for my clients, and what will work for you when you put it into practice. So you cannot go on this journey alone. You need to go with your God, because there are just so many things about your faith and how God can just cause somebody to send you a text or ask you a question about a particular thing. And by the time you get into the interview hall, the first thing or the second thing or the third thing or the final thing the assessors ask you is that same thing that your friend asked you. Close the door. Thank you. Do you get what I mean? And so, king of all, foundation is going with your faith. Go with your faith, you go faster. You make faster progress. Go on your own, there's going to be a lot of mistakes. You may even just invest in a Ponzi scam, all these scams. But when God is leading you, leads you to the right place, get the right information, you keep going, you get success. Yeah. When others are saying there is no pre-reg job, there is no pre-reg job, it is not happening. No, no, no. For you, your case becomes different because you are going with your God. Hallelujah. All right. The next thing I'm going to talk about is so today, this particular internal is actually broken down into three areas. Today I'm just handling the mindset and emotional readiness. And next week we begin to talk about something different. Okay, we move on to the next phase. So the next thing is breaking the comfort zone. As far as you're feeling comfortable where you are at, and it's almost like, yeah, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm quite happy where I am. I mean, even when I was going through, okay, I'm gonna look at questions, but I'm almost gonna round up now, and then I'll look at those questions. Thank you. Just keep dropping your questions in the comments, and I'll check it out. Now, I remember something about the transition I'm making in life, and I have a coach. And when I was talking to her, I was saying, it's okay if it happens, okay, and if it doesn't happen, I'm all right anyway. And she said to me, Dr. Cosmos, that's the problem. That definitely is the problem. Now I know your problem. Anything that you feel that you don't want to get loose of your comfort zone, take ownership for it, and go for it headlong. It's not going to happen for you. As far as you think, oh, yeah, it's just a side hustle. Oh, yeah, whether it happens or not, you're still fine. It won't happen because you're not going to put your 101% in it. So it's the same thing here. Breaking the comfort zone, acknowledging that staying where you are as a health care assistant, as an optical, maybe in the dispensing role, or wherever you are in the world, is okay. But yeah, is that what I want to be? Is that the life I want for myself in the next 1, 2, 3 years? Is that where I want to be? Well, if the answer is no, you need to break out of your comfort zone, break the limits of your potential, and begin to move into where you want to be. And I'm saying these things because I'm going to be very frank with you. The journey to become a competent, confident UK qualified optometrist is not beans. It does not even end just in passing the GOC interview. Go and call your friends that are in the UK that are going through pre-reg. Most of you that come and I have a discussion, you say, well, I've got friends that are doing pre-registration here and they can't even talk. They don't even have time. They're not helping me because they don't have time. Their time is in going to clinic, dealing with the things of the clinic, coming back, studying, being ready for, exams and all. And that is why even what I'm going to be sharing with you next week, Tuesday, is super, super important. A lot of people will miss this thing and then everything becomes unstable. So you want to set your alarm for 7:30 next Tuesday. It's going to be powerful. I am, live TikTok afternoon, evening, I'm here. Next thing, the last thing for today is identity shift. Hear this one, and I love to close with this. You need to see yourself as a UK qualified optometrist even before you do that self-assessment. You have to change your identity. There has to be an identity shift. You can't be going to clinic. For those of you that are still like in diaspora in your clinics, you're thinking about UK qualification. You're not thinking about where can I go and get much more knowledge about slit lamp, contact lens, RGP. Where can I go and learn how to and start seeing my patients with the Volk lens? How can I start seeing my patients and flowing in binocular vision? No, it doesn't work like that. No. Once you have decided that UK qualification is what you want, you need to start seeing yourself as a UK qualified optometrist. And then you start seeing your patients in that light. When you make that identity shift, everything shifts. The IELTS result that has refused to hit the banding overall 7, in speaking 7, others less than 6 will just happen. You will be shocked. The money that seems as if there's no money anywhere, it's like the heaven open and the money is just overflowing. The brain that has been reading concomitant deviation over and over again, the brain just opens. And is it that simple? I didn't even know. Right. So this is where I'd like to end it for today, because everything I've told you today does not take a penny. It doesn't take a second. It just takes you right now on the live making, or those of you that are watching the replay, making that decision. First of all, think, is it UK qualification that I want as an optometrist? Or am I happy where I am? Am I happy as the healthcare assistant, or am I happy as the nurse, the doctor, the pharmacist? Am I happy there? If you're happy there, fine, well and good. Am I happy as this international optometrist in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Nepal, Lebanon, in India? Am I happy? Well, if you're happy where you are, absolutely fine. But if you're not, well, you could be happy, but not satisfied, but not fulfilled, and you feel that you want more. Your starting point is making that identity shift and saying to yourself, now I do not wish to qualify, but I have decided by 2026, I will be a UK qualified optometrist. Now, if that's you, I want you to put it in the comments below right now. By 2026, let the earth hear it. I want to see it. Let the nations hear it. Let the angels hear it. Write it in the comments below and say, by 2026, I'm going to be a UK qualified optometrist. And I'm just going to take questions right now as we wrap up for the evening. All right. So to the third lecture is talking to me. I have not even started. I'm planning to by April next year. My dear Chris, I don't understand your what stage are you in your journey that you're thinking you want to take it April, that's October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Why do you want to wait for April next year? And then apply and then apply immediately. Well, it's all good and well for you. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right, Hope, thank you so much for coming in. All of you from LinkedIn, wherever you're watching from, I want to say thank you so much for the enlightenment and your precious time. You are taking this is huge. Awesome, awesome. All right. Thank you, all of you that are there right there in the Facebook group. I say thank you so much. If you have any questions at all, let me know. If obviously you know in the academy that we run sessions for international optometrists who want to qualify in the UK, from documentation to interview to everything. We've got the whole package there. So if you want to know more about that package, let me know. I am running I do have space for my GOC confidence challenge for those of you that are serious and you really want to get going. Um, I I'm going to invite you if you want one of those spots where I work with you on your confidence levels and get you in that space where you're ready to pursue a UK qualification. It's 4 days that I work with you, and after the 4 days, you're on fire. You've got the roadmap of exactly what you want to do, but more so, you are in that space where you know that every fear, everything, self-doubt has disappeared, and you're just moving. And so if you want to work with me one-to-one, it's 30 minutes a day for 4 consecutive days. It is absolutely free. I want you to just put the word confidence in the comments below. DM me the word confidence and let's arrange your sessions. But only do that, number one, if you have met the barest minimum. Yeah. So in this case, you would have graduated from university, you have done your supervised practice, and you have at least 9 months unsupervised. These are the people that I would take into this challenge. I don't want to waste my 30 minutes on uh I don't want, it's not a waste, yeah, but there's no point. I'm only doing it to help those that really want to get into UK qualification before September 2026. Okay, I'm still a medical student on optometry. Working in the UK has always been a dream. All right, amazing. Amazing, Victor. We will still be on this platform. We'll be talking about the changes that has happened. We don't know what it's going to be, but we know that change is coming 2026. So by the time you finish and go through your something, I'm sure the doors will still be open, but on a different pedestal. So I'm really, really chanting this voice for optometrists that are ready, ripe and ready, meeting the qualification, the basic qualification, and really want to move forward before 2026. Now, this includes those of you that are maybe saying, I'm going to wait when I pass my IELTS and all in the academy right now, because I know how much IELTS has delayed a lot of people. The bundle that we do have now does have IELTS. We don't provide IELTS, but we know an independent body that provides tutorials for IELTS, and that is all part of the package we offer to international optometrists wanting to qualify in the UK. Great stuff. I'm happy, and I know that this has been really helpful for you. I'm just going to check to see any right. I just need to check. Just 1 second. Let me quickly check and make sure that there are no questions for those of us in the Facebook group. And I can't even see myself. Okay, good. I can't see. But don't worry. If you have any comments there, I am going to answer it after the live. Okay. I want to say thank you so much for spending your evening with me. You know, when a mom goes when a mom goes into the kitchen and makes food, it's just amazing when she has the children eating the food happy. So when I go and prepare these sessions and I come live and you're here to listen to me live, it's amazing. And I know most of you watch this off after the live. Amazing too. If you have any questions after the live, you're watching on the replay, go ahead, just put it in the comments below and let me know who you are and where you're watching from. You never know what package may just come your way. All right. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Keep qualifying, keep the ball moving. Don't stop until you are in that consortium here in the UK as your dream so desires. All right. I want to say a big God bless, and I'll see you all next Tuesday. For those of you that are in my support group, I'm very loud right now. Ask a question in that support group and I will answer. All right. You take care now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.